opportunity for the Fijian Women's Open. And we saw just how dangerous they could be whilst on their line attack. Just slowing the ball down a little bit, burning a touch. That was Raravula taking the ball to the line, driving hard, looking to dive at the line. Touch is made. Good covering touch. Raravula in the half, on the ball now. Good play around, good pulling out as well. So Fiji running aggressive at the line, checking open side, little shadow ball, and goes to ground. So good midfield defence from Ireland. As Ireland run through their transition now. A little bit of a slow start to this Women's Opens tie. Good yards made, and that was Charlotte Nagel up the wing, and they have an overlap. It's a 3-on-2 on this open side, and they do look to go down. Ball back on the inside. That was touched in flight. Could be 6 more. Isn't. Goes to hand, and a good defensive set from Fiji. And it's Fiji's turn to roll into their transition. Oh, good shake and bake. Oh, and unfortunately, the ball just goes to ground. That was Bogattini taking the ball, beating a couple players. It doesn't quite come off, and there's a bit of a lapse of communication in the Irish middles as the ball is fizzed into the back of the supporting player. And Fiji with a roll ball. Nice little show and go. Bogattini at the half. Pick up. Driving hard. Bogattini again. Ball back to Bogattini. Link punish. They pick up open side. The gap's on. Drop underneath, but the ball goes down. And the first threatening attack from Fiji. A really good drive up the box side from this Irish Women's Open side. And they check out on the outside again. Lovely pick up, but that is half court. And that'll be turnover. They're both teams feeling each other out. No scores yet. Not for a lack of endeavour. But defence is up to the task. Good straightening now from the Fijian middle. Ball checks out to the outside. And the execution level at the moment just left wanting on pitch 5 from both teams, to be perfectly honest. Not a lot doing in terms of line attack. Good drive up the box, but that's a loss of control. And once again, the Fijian pressure proving too much for the Irish transition. Good option to take the ball up the short side. Winger just wasn't quite where she needed to be. It was Ravovo on this near side wing. Oh, and once again, hands left wanting. It is very hot at Highfields. Bit of fatigue setting in. This is day 5. That's a much better transition from Ireland. Prizeman leading the charge. Checks off to Phelan. Redmond. Nice sweeper play coming round, and she'll be in. And it looks like it's Faith St. Ledger. It goes over for the opening score. And Ireland are a try to the good, the opening score. Lovely sweeping play that comes round. They engaged Fijian defence lovely. And with the ball on the outside. And Fiji with Bogatini. Unfortunately, that's a ball down. Good contact from the Irish middle. I believe it was Shannon Gill. It was indeed making a really dominant touch in the midfield. Nagel, dump. Duggan. Redmond, Duggan. And it's balanced with Prizeman, and that's a brilliant defensive shot from Bogatini. But the pace on display, can she find the spare player? Yes, she can. And Ireland really kicking into gear. And I believe it was Bolter Duggan. And all of a sudden, Ireland are 2 tries to the good. And what was quite a cagey affair in the opening moments. And Fiji desperate for the next try on the board. It's a better drive. Now they're in the red zone. Good dump. Nothing doing in terms of attack for Fiji at the moment. And Fiji just drawing the Irish defence out. Good pick-up. They go hard at the line. The link's on. Ball's away. Ball is down. But the sideline ref calls touch and pass. And it's unfortunate for the Fijian attack. They look like they had really good opportunities. And it's just not quite happening for them. I think it was Tawakilai. It was almost over for Fiji. It's a brilliant dump. Then Ireland, oh, good covering touch there. Good opportunity to strike. Great pick up. Oh, lovely hands round the outside, and it was the 2 Nagel, Charlotte and Lucy combining over on the far side. If not for a brilliant covering touch from Fiji. Oh, nice hands from Fiji, playing around the shooters. Ball needed to go once more, doesn't. And this is 5th coming, so Fiji will have to strike from deep. They make really good meters. Bogatini on the ball, scooping, wings on if they can find it. But it was Aisling Gill chasing and making the touch. And after a slow start from both teams, Ireland are growing into this affair. Shannon Gill trucking up the box side. Prizeman with Balance in the half, but Balance can't quite reel that one in. It was a really good strike done from Prizeman, just bobbled a little bit. Oh, nice little show and go, but a lack of pace. Trying to go through the gap, and Fiji just struggling a little bit. And there's the penalty. Roll ball infringement. So Ireland finding their feet in this game. Oh, nice dummy. Nothing doing though. I think it was Boyce with the show and go. And it's Caitlin Gill. Boyce on her inside. Checks on the outside. Gill. Option. Although there was a 3-on-2 on the far side. Didn't quite use the numbers. To kill it over this box side. Switches are on. Nothing doing. And Caitlin Gill has drawn a penalty for her team. And Ireland with another line attack opportunity, and it's starting to look ominous for Fiji. Phelan. Gill. Oh, good dominant touch there from Fiji. Phelan looks to just take her on the outside. Wants to dive at the line, but really good covering touch. And Suguta making the touch for Fiji. Boyce. Nice sweeping play, the step backs on. And just a little bit disconnected in attack. However, that's the second penalty consecutively. And Ireland take this opportunity to get some fresh legs on, and it will be the legs of Aisling Gill and Shannon Gill. Short side. Good covering touch. The Irish player just taking a moment to get back to her feet. With St. Ledger. Now coming off the field. Gill. Oh, good option, and there's no one there because it's essentially 4 on 6 at the moment as they sub. And the two Nagels come on now. So the two Gills and Nagels working together. Gill looks for the cut under, looks to go through, but that's 6-touch turnover. So a good defensive set from Fiji, a little bit disjointed from Ireland in attack. Taking their time to get the fresh legs onto the field. It just leads to a lack of momentum in their attacking set. However, that's another roll ball infringement from Fiji. They've not quite recognised it. So Ireland with the tap penalty, and they did get the fresh legs on the set before, so they should not need to sub. Gill. Nagel. Nagel to Gill. Looks just to go hard at the line. Good defensive spacing from Fiji. As the Fijian support arrives. And that's a penalty. And it's good heads-up play from Aisling Gill, just to recognise that the Fijian link was not approaching. So he's always able to drive at the line and draw the penalty. Nagel looks on the outside. Surely a score on this occasion. But the touch comes in at the last moment. Fiji having to dig really deep here. Gill. Oh, the ball goes to the wing. Lovely transfer. However, there's celebrations at the bottom of the field, but it won't matter because the ball goes forward. And Fiji will be able to truck it up the box line. As long as they can secure possession, they'll get fresh legs onto the field. Half is isolated. Losing their momentum. Oh, good feet through the middle, through the midfield press. Referee hesitated a little bit. Good hands picked up off the bootlaces. Oh, Bogattini cut a really good line off the ball for a beautiful strike dump, but just not quite happening. Oh, brilliant pace by Prizeman and good direction up the guts. It's Duggan to Prizeman. Prizeman with the strike dump. Duggan looks to scoop. Check off to Prizeman. 2-on-1. She dives at the line and that will be ball down. And it was Duggan and Prizeman combining to take Ireland 3 up in this Women's Opens game. And they're good value for the lead at the moment. Definitely the team with the better field position. And good possession as well. And Fiji, very rarely at the Irish line so far. Need to find a way of drawing some penalties, securing the ball in hand. However, there's yet another turnover. There's a penalty for dumping the ball off the mark, so unforced errors creeping into the game for the Fijians. At the moment, the women from Ireland are enjoying their time on pitch 5. Good transition as well, but that's just a little bit sloppy at the roll ball. So Fiji, for the first time, have a good opportunity at line attack. Oh, big contact in the midfield. For me, that was sort of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but the referees deem it to be forceful. Good strike done from De Veta. Bogattini, she's the one who's got Lightning feet. That wants to drive hard at the line. Bogattini. Raravula diving at the line. But it's Charlotte Nagel who makes a brilliant shoot out of the line. And this is fifth touch. Often where Fiji are the most dangerous. Without taking any touches, they look to go wide. Check back up on the inside, but they're crowded out by a well-organised Irish defence, spearheaded by Shannon Gill and Charlotte Nagel. And there will be an offside penalty. Aisling Gill with the tap. Straighten up, lovely. Good couple touches at the box side for Ireland. Duggan. Ball was forward, not spotted by the referees, so it's Prizeman. However, they do spot it now. Forward pass. So tap penalty for Fiji. And there's not that long left in this half at all, but yet another turnover undoes all of the hard work. And Fiji, not for a lack of trying, but just can't find any sort of momentum at the moment. And it's all Ireland. Oh, lovely dive at the line. And Ireland go 4 up in the first half. And they make their pressure count as they force turnover after turnover from Fiji and then go up the other end after a good sustained Fijian attack. And at the moment, Ireland are just proving too hard to deal with from a Fijian perspective. Also, Fijians, how that we know, have bags of talent, bags of ability. It's just not quite clicking for them in this game on field 5. We are deep into the pool stages. The fatigue may be setting in. That's better set up from Fiji. Good option, good line run, and unless a touch was made, that'll be score. Called wing is always offside, so Fiji do have their score in the first half. And it was a lovely line cut off the ball. I believe it was De Veta. As Ireland now. With just a few seconds left to go, and there does go the hooter. So no more touches. They check back off on the inside. That will be 6 more. That will also be half time. And Ireland well deserved their lead of 4 tries to 1. And we're going to take a very quick break. We'll be back with you for the second half in just a moment. And welcome back to field 5 for the second half of this Women's Opens affair, Ireland Fiji. And Ireland lead 4 tries to 1. And a really good value for their lead, not for a lack of trying from Fiji. Oh, lovely play in the midfield. And they look to go wide. It was Marakibau trying to go around the outside, working with Suguta. And here is Suguta. Middle play, a little bit static. Fiji look like they just need some momentum injected into their line attack. Here's Bogatini. She'll do exactly that. Dives for the line. Touch is made. And it's good defensive spacing from the Irish. As the ball does look for Bogatini, it's a great take on the floor. But it's 5th touch. So they'll have to create something from nothing, often where the Fijians are the most dangerous. I think they realise they've not got any touches to play with. No, that is 5th. The juggle of the ball, good transfer. And a hopeful ball wide, but it'll be touch and pass. And once again, Ireland superior. There's just a little bit of a bobble. Referee lets them get away with it. For me, that was a loss of control at the ruck. But Ireland riding the look of the green. Oh, nice hands around the shooting Fijian middle. And good momentum. Rolling in. Nice ball out to the link. Good hands. And she just puts the afterburners on. And it's Shannon Gill getting over for Ireland. And very quickly in the second half, 4 become 5. And Ireland ride their superiority. And Fiji, once again, looking for that score. That's good momentum into the line attack. Looking to just go and engage the Irish defence. Good check off. That's a much better strike dump. Can they find the space? They try and go underneath, but that 6th touch turnover. Once again, the Irish defence stands strong. And Ireland once again with Prizeman. Good strike dump. And here comes the pace injected. And it's balance going through. And it looks like, yep, it was Rasheen Bolt benefiting from the hard work of Prizeman with the strike dump. And Kate Balance scooping through. Clean set of heels. Rapid. And Rasheen Bolt gets over. And Ireland are starting to run away with this game. Yet another score off the back of the transition. It is 6 tries to 1. Oh, lovely pace showed round the outside. And I believe it was Makeda Tawakilai getting over for Fiji's second, first of the second half. Oh, and there's a loss of control from the restart. So Fiji finding their feet in this game. They just need to get some momentum going forward once again, just moving a little bit too slow in the midfield. And there's 2 touches taken in relatively similar depth. Good hands, good feet from Fiji even. That's better directness. Oh, good pace injected up the far box side. It was Faye St. Ledger spreading the play. St. Ledger working in the middle as they transition. And it's a good Irish transition, a little bit disjointed with the fresh legs coming on. This is fifth. Good depth. There's Prizeman ghosting through the gap, finding the spare player. And it's Prizeman to Duggan. And Duggan once again involved in everything positive for this Irish attack. And just as soon as Fiji start to find their feet again, Ireland pull away. And for just a moment, it was essentially 2 versus 6 from an Irish perspective. But those two were Prizeman and Duggan. Oh, nice from Fiji. Good hands. They go to the wing, and that'll be a score, should be. Oh, and it would have been, if not for a forward pass. And Fiji once again so close yet so far. However, they retain possession. And that'll be a loss of control and turnover. But Fiji, in return, forced the turnover in the midfield. It's dangerous. Bogatini in the white bucket hat. Oh, it's a good dive at the line, but brilliant defensive spacing from Ireland. Good hands out to the wing, and that will be the score that Fiji were looking for. And that's now 7-3. As Fiji look to transition the ball out to the wing successfully. I'm just waiting for it to turn around, I believe. Just can't quite see the number to give the credit that she deserves in the corner. But I believe it was Raravula getting over in the corner on that far side wing. Half a little bit late to the ball, nothing doing for Ireland, they're happy. There's Boyce taking it down for Gill. Is Gill back to Boyce. To Gill. Boyce at the half. Flying round the corner. St. Ledger. St. Ledger. Boyce. Oh, nice little wraparound play. But it's touch and pass, so Fiji survived the most recent Irish onslaught. And it's a much better transition from Fiji. Good physicality in the touch. They should find some pace. There it is. But unfortunately, as soon as the pace is injected, referee calls a loss of control. So Fiji are really up against it. Oh, lovely little show and go in the midfield. That's great pace injected by Caitlin Gill. As always, Duggan taking the ball back. Prizeman. Balance, Prizeman with balance in the half. There's balance. Prizeman in the half now. There's fifth. Prizeman. Oh, lovely hands from Prizeman, and it's the combination again, Prizeman to Duggan. However, the ball just goes forward. But they are incredibly dangerous when they get going. And Fiji now. Good turnover ball. Rolling into their line attack. Again, a little bit static. It has been for the Fijians largely in this game. Little bit of a juggle. Nice footwork. Good dummy. Looks to just go through the gap. There's a link punish. It's on. Can she get to the line? She can, and that will be ball down. And unfortunately, I can't quite see the number, but I believe it was Marakibao with another really good link punish. And Fiji break the deficit once again and have looked much stronger in this second half with 3 tries at going over. Oh, lovely scoop through, lovely dummy. The wing is wide open. And it's Caitlin Gill delivering the ball out. And I believe it was Dolgoruki getting over in this corner. We'll just wait until she runs past. It wasn't Dolgoruki even. It was Annabelle Redmond in the 13 jersey getting over, but it's a beautiful scoop through. Good show and go as well to fix the defenders. And Ireland put another one on the board, and even though Fiji have definitely come out firing in this second half, Ireland look all too comfortable. And Ireland roll through their transition once more. Nice check off. Caught in the half. Oh, sorry, caught up the short side, no half. And they've got one more. Oh, penalty was going to come, but the referee does blow now, even though there's a massive gap in the midfield between the middle and the link. Ireland might not have wanted that penalty. Looked like the opportunity was on for the right foot step and go through. Not quite the case. Sweeper coming round. Oh, and unfortunately, the hands left wanting. Shannon Gilge couldn't quite reel that one in. Ireland once again trying to run around that short side, but that is 6 more. Apologies for the break in commentary. Just having some information come through about the knockout games to follow. And we are slowly approaching elimination footy as Ireland look to roll through their line attack. Lovely hands again, dive at the line. Ball could have gone once more, doesn't in the end. Oh, good juggle from Faye St. Ledger. Great hands to keep a hold of that ball. St. Ledger. Boyce. St. Ledger on the outside. Boyce dummies. That'll be touch and pass. So a good net game for Fiji on the defence. And Fiji look to roll through their box transition, but a half is isolated, needs support. The support comes on, that's great pace injected up the guts from Fiji. And once again, good yards made, no touch made. There's a 3-on-2 if they can execute the show and go. And it's all too easy for Raravula, who just scythes through the Irish defence. And I believe it's a little bit too late to call this game a close run contest, but Fiji have definitely had a much more successful second half. Oh, lovely drive and good defensive pressure from Fiji. The ball could have gone to the wing there. The Irish winger stood in a little bit of space. Nothing doing. Duggan, Prizeman. Check off to Balance. Balance. Oh, Duggan in space on the outside. Balance. Duggan to Prizeman. Prizeman diving at the line. And just touched at the last. So Fiji, oh, great yards made again. And we just didn't see enough of this from Fiji in the first half, because they've definitely stressed Ireland out a little bit more, and Prizeman just releases early from the line. So Fiji with a midfield penalty. And a really good opportunity to get some more scores on the board. And I tell you what, if they can get a few more, then this game does turn into a real tight contest at the end. Fiji look long, wingers in, ball is down, and here we go. And now all of a sudden there's only a few tries in it. And time is definitely on Ireland's side. It's not with Fiji. Only a minute and a half remaining. Not long at all. So barring a couple miracle tries, Ireland will take this out. But if Fiji could have played like this in the first half, then this would have been a much tighter affair. And it seems like a bit of fatigue setting in for the Irish side. However, penalty. A wrap around, sweeper play, step back, good option, isolated. Needs support. 32 short. Good attacking structure from Ireland, touch is made. The option was to go back over to the open side, doesn't quite happen. Sweeper, step back, here we go, now they do go open side. One more pass, but a brilliant defensive shot from Fiji. Phase play, they come back over here. The switch was on. Oh, but a lovely line cut underneath. And the Irish sub-box loves it. And it's a stunning line cut off the ball, I believe it was. Yes, and it was Charlotte Nagel. What a line. Out to in. And that will seal it for Ireland. And it was a valiant attempt from Fiji in the second half. But that will be all she wrote over on pitch 5, and a brilliant women's open match between Ireland and Fiji, where Ireland come out the victors. Fiji have a lot to be proud of, and if they can emulate the second half performance in the first more regularly, they'll cause a lot of problems. However, it does end with Ireland the victors. So we're going to take a very quick break, and the coverage from the 2024 World Cup will not stop. We've still got 4 more games, so don't go anywhere.